So I really struggled with how to make my storyboard for this project. I really thought about drawing something out, but I wasn't quite sure how I would get my drawings onto the computer in a way that would make sense for me to show people what I wanted to do. So I decided to use my favorite program on the computer, which is Word, because I find that I can do a lot of things in Word. So my storyboard is a little different from everybody else's, but I hope it makes sense. So this is my first screen of my storyboard. It's my introduction to my screencast for my MMP. My objective for my overall project, one of the objectives, is to introduce teachers to a variety of different multimodal tools that they can try out and use in their classrooms. So the first tools that I want to introduce them to are Voki and blogging. I think that these are easy tools for teachers to learn, especially teachers who feel that they are not as comfortable with new technology. And I also think that there's so many uses for these tools that they're really helpful tools to learn. So my second board of my storyboard is the benefits of using social media in the classroom. I want to discuss the fact that we teach digital natives and that our students are constantly surrounded by technology and information. They no longer have to wait to research something. They can look it up in their phones and in the classroom, and that my students have more friends online than they do in real life. Which is illustrated down here by the picture. When I was in high school, we used to hang out and sit together and work in groups. Now students go home by themselves and work on their computers. So when they work on a project, if they can have social interaction outside of the classroom through multimodal tools, perhaps they'll become more engaged and more interested in their assigned reading. My next storyboard picture is about blogging in general. I want to focus on blogging. I'm going to use the Google tool Blogger. Maybe create a how-to video of setting up an account or screen pictures with directions that can easily walk my colleagues through how to do this. I also want to focus on how easy it is to use and set up. My next board for my storyboard will be setting up a Voki. So I'm going to focus on the benefits of using Voki, how they're easy to set up and fun to use, how they have cross-curricular uses. You can see there's one for President Obama here, and then there's some quirkier ones that have been created. So I really want to actually get onto the website with them and show them, here's the Voki site, just how easy it is and how quick it is to create a free Voki. So that's something I hope to include. Back to my storyboard. Finally, I'm going to end with some of my samples of my students' work, including my own blog and Vokis that my students have gone ahead and done already in order to show my colleagues just how useful this tool can be. So I have my blog set up right here. This is the blog that I use with my honors English class, and I have lists, like we forgot a student one day, so I asked them to link to her account. This is her blog spot. I have videos posted on mine on how to use Voki, how to set up their blogs, and I just want to take a moment and show you some of my students' blogs, because I think that if my colleagues have a chance to actually see some of these blogs, they'll really be able to appreciate the benefits of it. So this is one of my students' blogs named Tiara. And this is about the Scarlet Letter. You can see she has a Voki right here introducing herself to the other students in the class. And she has a short blog with some pictures. This one, for some reason, didn't load. But she has some words and some thoughts on different chapters of the Scarlet Letter. And you can see down here that she's had some comments from other students in the class. Going back to my blog, I'm just going to pick another one. This is one of my students named Lauren, and this is her blog. She's got links to her Voki. She has quotes from the Scarlet Letter and pictures that she's included, and then again, she's got 9 comments from her colleagues on this. So overall, I think that the blogging is really easy, and I hope that by creating such an easy tool for my colleagues to watch, they will be able to understand the importance of it and be encouraged to set it up. I also hope that my storyboard helps me lay out what I plan on writing or creating for my colleagues in the future.